Welcome back, everyone. Today we are participating in a cozy collaboration that is hosted by Gail's Southern Living and Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. I am Ashley, and thanks again for stopping to check us out. Today I am bringing you an easy, quick, nourishing lentil minestrone soup. So let's get started. We're going to start with our onion, our celery, and our carrots. We're going to go ahead and saute them in a little bit of oil until they're tender. I personally like mine a little more than al dente in soups. I don't want a little crunch in my vegetable, but that's just a personal preference. So you want to tenderize these vegetables. Then we will be adding the rest of our ingredients here, which it's your basic minestrone stuff, guys. Your tomatoes, your garlic, your onions, which we already added. And once you have this tender, then we are set to move on, guys. We're set to move on to the next step, which will be, are you ready for this? We just have to dump the rest of our ingredients in here and let it simmer, and the soup's done. It's as simple as that. So to this, I'm adding 2 cans of diced tomatoes. I chose to use the petite size. Again, that's just my personal preference. Now we're going to add 32 ounces of vegetable broth to this. Now this does turn out more of, whoops, there went my spoon. Turn out more of a stew-like. It's a little bit thicker minestrone. So if you do want it thinner, just add a little bit more broth at this point in time. And on your lentil choice, you can use red, brown, whatever lentil you prefer to use. Today we're going to be using brown lentils. Now the original recipe did call for fresh minced garlic to be sauteed at the time of the carrots, onions, and celery. However, I was out of fresh mince, so we are substituting granulated garlic, powdered garlic. A little bit of dried thyme. I love thyme. I wish I would have had some fresh. It didn't turn out so well in my garden. I got a little bit, but it's coming back now right before it gets cold, so we're going to see how it comes back this spring. And the same with the oregano. I would have loved to use fresh, but hey, dried works just the same. And those are the only 2 spices that go in this. So like I said, guys, it is super simple. Okay, I'm just kidding. I forgot about the basil. So we do have some basil as well. So it's a little bit of oregano, basil, and some thyme. I am using my fresh basil, freshly dehydrated. Freshly dehydrated, anyway. It is my herb out of my garden that I grew and dehydrated. Oops, excuse that puppy. If you heard him sneeze, he's got the sneezes this morning. But this basil did come out of my garden that I dehydrated and just kind of left in big chunks so that I could go ahead and do what I just did and have it a little bit fresher than having it all ground up initially. Now, another tweak I did to this recipe is that it called for fresh spinach. I did not have any fresh spinach, but I did have some of my dehydrated spinach left from last season. So we're going to go ahead and use the rest of that up today. So it's just dehydrated spinach that I added to this. It's still going to be the same. And then we're just going to season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. And we are just going to simmer this. The directions say about an hour. It's really just going to depend on, again, your preference on how done you like your lentils. I like mine well done. I guess you would call it well done. Extra tender. We'll go with that, extra tender. But then your soup is done, guys, and you just want to serve this with some nice crusty bread. See, now we're adding our lentils. Like I said, I chose to use the brown ones, but you can use any other ones of your choice. But back to the crusty bread. So you want to serve this with some fresh crusty bread, some shredded Parmesan cheese, and today I think is going to be the perfect day here in Missouri for this soup because it is raining, it's cold, and it is the perfect cozy fall soup time. And last but not least, we are adding our diced zucchini. And once the zucchini has wilted a little bit, softened a little bit, then this is going to be done, guys. This is going to be all ready to serve. So I will link the original recipe in my description. But look at this. It turned out so good, so yummy. I ended up eating this, I think, for breakfast and lunch a couple days too. Unfortunately, I am the only one in my household that will eat this, but that's okay. There's more for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out all the other great videos in this collaboration. I will put the link to the playlist in my description box as well. But again, Cozy Fall Soups 24. This was hosted by Gail's Southern Living and Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, everyone stay safe and have an awesome day.